So those groups there, 8, 9, and 10, they're sort of the rest of the best in our list here. Let's tick it up a notch here to our mid-tier picks. Number 7, TripAdvisor. Trip, revenue of $1.46 billion, a little bit bigger, a market cap of $7 billion. So
I think TripAdvisor, the whole idea is that the synergy in that whole that travel ecosystem, that travel ecosystem is just ripe, in our opinion, for consolidation. There are a lot of kind of not redundant players, but kind of like, this is very much moving toward a winner take most scenario, and I think that's kind of the very simple take on TripAdvisor.
Yes, and in this case here, the winner that will take the most, we've kind of narrowed that down to 3 candidates: Priceline, Google, and Amazon, that we think are probably the most reasonably capable of digesting something of this size.
Yeah, Priceline is an interesting acquirer from the standpoint of they had a partnership with TripAdvisor that's about to actually expire shortly, and I think that it would make a whole lot of sense for them to kind of step up and acquire Trip, especially when you look at the transition that Trip is going through right now. They've changed their business model completely, and the margins have been depressed over the last probably 4 to 5 quarters. So if you look,
sort of artificially depressed.
Yeah, they're artificially depressed because of the transition in the business model.
I see. That makes total
And so if you look out over the next year, 2 years, you would be likely acquiring a company that's going to have significant margin upside going forward. So from a timing standpoint, it makes a whole lot of sense for Priceline.
Yeah, that's true.
So TripAdvisor, they are a revival in the Samadhi Partners portfolio, and I agree. I think they're a great property. They've been through their share of M&A activity through the course of their creation. Spinning out from Expedia in 2011. And they do have a company they acquired a few years back that's one of my personal favorites, SeatGuru.com. That is sort of my go-to when I travel. That's the app that.
You use?
Yeah, I'll even use that app to select different flights. If I have a choice of a couple different flights. So.